What is up, boys and girls? MCO40 here, and after 150 years of Tier 0 Spiral format, the OCG is finally cleaning this shit up. So we have the official Japanese January 1st ban list. So we're going to go through this, we're going to talk about this, and this is official news as well. So as per usual, guys, come on, show me a little bit of love over here. Tomorrow we're probably going to have a discussion on how the game was dying in the OCG up until the release of this list. There were a lot of reports of a lot of shops closing across just Japan, the Chinese region in general, because Infinite Spiral format has been ruining things. And honestly, the OCG should take a page out of the TCG's book and adapt their game pretty much closer to how the TCG is now with their list, every 2 months. I understand that you have to publish this information in VJump and things like that, but sourcing, there are a lot of other things that can be done. So I've already scrolled through this list before making this video, and whew, the OCG cleaned a lot of shit up. So first up, Ancient Fairy Dragon to 0. This is a very interesting one. I didn't actually realize that the Destrudo issue that the OCG had been facing had become, honestly, this much of an issue. And by banning Ancient Fairy Dragon, the OCG is trying to punish the field spell mechanic. Meanwhile, the TCG actually kind of went around the issue, and we left terraforming at 3, but we still, with the use of terraforming, we can still play the game in the TCG because we don't have to worry about bullshit like set rotation in the TCG. But no, the TCG doesn't like us not being able to play the game. But Ancient Fairy Dragon, very interesting banning for this stage. Limited to 1. Yep, that's right, that's Firewall. So to 1. Drone, Quick Fix, Dandelion, Cloak, Firewall, and Resort. Now, I've been talking about, on some of my discussion videos as of late, that one of the main things that we needed to do was, in order to just clean up the deck in the TCG, to not even have to deal with this bullshit anymore, it's so simple to just either ban Master Plan or limit Resort. You guys tend to know that initial decks, initial powerhouses, and constant searches, with this at 1 though, Master Plan won't be able to search the field spell, which will initially slow down a lot of things. And I'm definitely a very huge fan of hitting this. Drone and Quick Fix to 1. They've slowed down the deck a lot in the TCG, but a lot of the more problematic things that we've had to deal with have been because this card's existence is still at 3. Now, Firewall has been a degenerate card. A lot of the TCG has outright talked about how we just want this fucking card banned from our game. You gotta remember that this is an ace monster from the TV show. I don't think the TCG is going to clean this up, because the TCG is just going to be like, well, we need to reprint the shit out of this and make some money. Yes, this is a very degenerate card. The TCG knows this. But eventually, this will get cleaned up to some degree. Now, Dandelion and Steam the Cloak. These are more or less the results of your boy Needle Fiber. If you guys have not been watching a lot of the OCG results, you know that Synchro was actually keeping up with Tier 0 Spiral, and that celebrates a drink of water. When you have another deck that can keep up with the degeneracy that 3 Quick Fix, 3 Drone, 3 Field Spell gave you, there's something wrong. So they're literally making efforts to clean this shit up. And I'll be honest with you, having Dandelion at any more than 1, if you can only see the amount of eye rolling that we do here. The fact that Dandelion at any more than 1 just seemed like an incredibly bad idea going into this format. I don't know what they were thinking, but this shit needed to stay at 1, and I don't think this card's ever going to come off of 1 just because of the token generation. So much value. Same thing with Steam the Cloak, just more token generation and being able to accelerate up your link ladder. Just to put more crazy monsters on the field. Yeah, very good call. I wouldn't be shocked if the TCG doesn't follow suit in this. And I'm pretty sure that in January the TCG is going to clean up Resort as well. Now, what happened down here to 2? Ooh, we have a lot to discuss down here. So first off, Tribe Infecting Virus to 2. Is this really a shocker? TCG's been talking about how this card has had no real reason to even be limited. I understand that it's a normal summon. That's honestly what takes me away from this monster. Committing a normal summon at this level in the game, I'm not really feeling it. Grinder Golem to 2. We've seen a lot of degeneracy. It's literally just hand them Grinder Golem, Link Spider, Akashik, bounce back the Grinder, go Grinder Golem again, and then go Security Dragon, bounce Grinder back to your hand, proceed up your play even further. This card is getting another reprint in the OCG, so they can't hurt the cells of the starter deck. But why? You're promoting degeneracy. And, same thing with Scapegoat down here. Token generation is bad for the game. The fact that you allowed tokens to be able to be used as Link summons, complete and utter ass pull. It's about as bad as Dragon Ball Super on the weekly basis. Toriyama's fucking ass pulling as hard as anybody else. And, Konami's just like, oh yeah, check this out. Lone Fire to 2. Okay, so the playing engine's basically back to where it was. I mean, okay. It doesn't really hurt. It doesn't really help, to be honest with you. Just the fact that Dandelion's at 1. Okay. I mean, Glow Bulb's still at 1. Nothing else too spectacular here. Shrit to 2. Dear Konami TCG, if Konami OCG thinks it's okay to have Shrit at 2, why can't we have it at 1? Yours truly, every person that wants Stratos back at 3. Ever. A lot of people like, wow, Robbie, you're so fat, you're doing a lot of sighs in this video. No, I'm just... There's a lot of things we're sighing about. Mathematician to fucking 2, okay. I don't even think this card really should have been limited, but I understand. Shrit to 2, though. Okay. And then Pantheism, Set Rotation, and Warning to 2. Warning to 2? Okay. I understand. You've accelerated the format degenerately so much. With Strike at 2, you kind of got to give us back something. It's the indirect result of just how brokenly fast the overall game has accelerated. And Set Rotation, terraforming it's limited in the OCG. So now Set Rotation gonna start following suit here. It's going to 2. And then Pantheism to 2. I mean, it's Pantheism. It's just a prank, bro. Kind of giving back Monarchs a little something. I feel like if other decks can have 3 of things, I'm actually kind of surprised, but Monarchs were one of those decks that would not allow your opponent to fundamentally play the game. But giving back a little bit more something to them seems important. Yeah, I keep teasing you down here. To 3 in the OCG. Whew. Dragoons, Max C, Future Fusion, and Dark Hole. Woo! The OCG did it. You fucking got 3 Dark Hole before you got Raigeki to 1. I don't know how you guys did it, but fucking kudos to you, Japan. You not only somehow managed to probably pass over what the OCG or what the TCG has been doing for years. The TCG now values the fact that you can destroy your own shit over your opponents. But I guess that's the cost of having Harpy's Feather Duster in your initial format. Dragoons to 3. Now, I was thinking about this, and with 3 Dragoons, you can now effectively make Mulung Glacia. What was my initial breakdown of the math? I believe you can now do it consistently turn 1, because this acts as a 1 extra card extender. This is a very ridiculous move in my opinion. I never thought I would see Dragoons at any less than any less than 2. And to be absolutely honest with you, if the TCG follows suit with this, I don't think the TCG will follow through with this one, but this is an absolutely ridiculous move on their opinion. Future Fusion's now got the total text update. Card kind of sucks now. And Maxi right back to 3. I don't know what was up with the OCG. They're like, you know what, we're going to test this, kind of see how it goes. And then they're like, nope, we can't do this. We can't do what the TCG's doing. They backed the fuck right off. And just put it right back to 3. Why? I don't get it. My overall thoughts on the OCG list, this is very interesting. Ancient Fairy Dragon banned. Of course, the appropriate way to clean up Spyrals. Checking Needle Fiber abuse. Firewall to 1 for absolute degeneracy issue checks. Grinder Golem's probably going to go to 1 eventually. Tribe at 2 is fine. Shred at 2. Scapegoat at 2. This card should go to 1, honestly. It's so ridiculous. Warning to 2. This is a very interesting move as well. And Dragoons and Maxi back to 3. Why? I mean, I understand why, but, like, why? What do you guys think about the OCG list? Leave a comment down below, guys. Tell me what you guys think. And I'm out, guys. Have a good afternoon, Reno. Look forward to those discussions tomorrow.